Dr. Flo, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your life. I'm always thrilled that you use a little bit of your time, talent, and treasure to sit with me and commune around the thoughts that make us whole. And I'm joined over in the backstage by a person named Charlie Justin, and also Tara Praolo Studio, who y'all see uh, every week in the Daily Boost program, and we'll be catching up with her tomorrow through the end of the week, which we're very excited about. Every Wednesday in our network is Heart Chakra Day, Anahata. And the heart chakra is the bridge between the earth and the spirit. It's the power of unconditional love. Over the last 3 days, we covered the first 3 lower chakras of the system. And then the heart chakra kind of binds it all together. And then the top spiritual chakras are the ones that are on top. And the heart just keeps everything in sync and moving along. It's positioned at the center of the chest. It's a sacred gateway between the 3 lower chakras, which govern the physical and the personal, and the upper, as I said, which govern the spiritual and universal. It's here that we experience compassion, love, forgiveness, empathy, and deep connection. Okay? Associated with the element of air and the color green, there's a little bit of green in my top today. Anahata is the space of open-hearted presence. I've been teaching daily in the 11 o'clock room and gathering that your heart has 2 postures in everything that you engage in life. Is your heart open, or is your heart closed? Is your energy open, or is your energy closed? These are rhetorical questions. I can't answer them for you, but the Anahata, the heart chakra, it's open-hearted presence. It's where we receive and radiate love not as a transaction, but as the embodiment of divine truth. Anahata means unstuck or unhurt, reminding us that love at its core is boundless and eternal, untouched by fear. When you are leading with love, you cannot be touched by fear. No fear, no death, nothing can stop unconditional and eternal love. The mantra is YAM, and we already talked about the themes. Once again, they are love, compassion, forgiveness, grief, unity, and relational healing, how we heal in our relationships and how we heal as we meet other lights in the universe. I want to go back to forgiveness as a theme briefly to talk about how more than forgiving other people for the things they do to us and how they treat us, it's so important in this life that we forgive ourselves. There's a lyric of a song that goes, I forgive me. I forgive me. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. And so a lot of the forgiveness that we think we need it from other people. But truly, I've found that the best kinds of forgiveness starts with the inner me. For those of you who are like me, who walk in the world as a healer and a performer and a coach and a bearer of collective Black boy joy, the heart chakra is the divine engine behind every act of service. Every kind thing that you do, the heart chakra is leading the way if you believe in it. And it allows you to hold space for others without judgment, to lead with vulnerability as strength, and to transform your pain into purpose through love in action, which coincidentally is the name of our network. If you are imbalanced in your heart chakra, and we focus on this chakra live on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok every Wednesday with the beloveds, if you're imbalanced in that chakra, it may manifest as emotional numbness. You can't feel, or you're doing things in your life to not feel. Excessive people pleasing, unresolved grief, jealousy, or codependence, or the forging of codependent relationships. I need them in order to be okay. They need me for them to be okay. None of that. Embrace a balanced heart chakra, which enables us to have a deep self-love and acceptance. healthy relationships and boundaries. Emotional alchemy. When I say emotional alchemy, listen, we've all lost something. We've all lost somebody. If you've lived as long as I have, you've probably lost something or somebody in your life that you felt was important to you. The emotional alchemy is turning that grief of the loss into inner compassion and grace. It's a connection with humanity and the divine. It's also a joy in giving without being depleted. Are you able to give your time to me now, your talent, your treasure, without feeling depleted and tapped out? Doing these things to balance your heart chakra will help. I never leave you without help. It's against my nature. Heart-centered breath work and meditation can help. Loving kindness metta practices can help. Service to others without an attachment of how it turns out can help you. Inner child healing and forgiveness work can help. And vocal toning and singing and speaking with heart intention. Like I yelled this morning. I yelled into Clubhouse. Like, where are the healers? Wake the fuck up. Speaking with heart intention can help you rebalance and recalibrate your heart chakra. And I thank the group for letting me yell at them. Nisi Jones, who's an amazing healer in our community, said, Dr. Flo, I was watching the Redwoods on silent on my TV while this room was going on. And I said, thank you for holding my hand as I yelled into them. I yelled this morning. I had to get a lot of the hurt that I was carrying from the people that I work with and the despair. I went to bed last night with a lot of despair about the world and about my life as it currently stands. And they allowed me this morning to yell through it. Here are today's standout observances on August 13th. Fun facts with solar plexus insights. That's not what we need. That's not what we need. Give me 1 second to talk to the robots. Give me 1 second to talk to the robots. I guess let's see, what did I do? You know, I am an AI powered machine, and I did not change one word in my prompt, and it threw me into the bushes. I'm glad I caught it. Great. It's August 13th with some heart chakra insights. It is International Left-Handers Day. Left-handed individuals, about 10% of the population, navigate a world designed for right-handers with creativity and resilience. The heart insight is that this day invites us to celebrate diversity and cultivate compassion, honoring how being different inspires empathy and inclusive design in our shared spaces. It's also August 13th, World Calligraphy Day. Observed on the second Wednesday of August, this year, August 13th, calls to pen, brush, and ink as mediums of beauty. The heart insight is that each stroke of the brush, pen, and ink is an expression of our inner world. Heartfelt communication made visible through graceful curves and intentional flow. It's also, for those of you lushes out there, National Prosecco Day. I've had a little bit myself. Let me take a sip. Take a sip, bust your lip. National Prosecco Day, founded in 2016. This day raises a glass to Italy's beloved bubbly, a lighthearted celebration on August 13th. Heart insight is that sharing a Prosecco sparkles with the joy of communion, raising hearts and collective delight and nurturing emotional bonds. We love a good Prosecco toast. It's also National Filet Mignon Day, a gourmet nod to indulgence. This day invites you to savor one of the most tender cuts of steak with intention and taste. The heart insight is that treating yourself with such care is a form of self-love. I've never read that before. National Filet Mignons, and having a filet is a form of self-care, honoring your worth, and celebrating your best through sensory delight. It's also Eka People's Day, celebrated in Queensland, Australia. Aussie, 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 oi, 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 as they say in the land down under. This mid festival public holiday encourages reconnecting with family during Eka. Eka is the Royal Queensland Show. And the heart insight is that this day embodies communal warmth with kinship, and the heart's pulse is beating through local traditions and shared stories. And the bonus quirky connection of the day is that on August 13th, 1961, East Germany sealed off the Berlin border, beginning the Berlin Wall. A tense act of division, yet a poignant reminder that walls, emotional or physical, can contrast sharply with the heart's urge to connect. And even though they put up that wall or began to put up that wall on August 13th, 1961, we know that the walls that divide us always eventually come down. Yes, they do. All right, here's some reflection questions, and then I'll go have my dinner. Thank you to Tara and to Charlie Justice for hanging with me tonight over on TikTok as I recorded today's pod. Heart chakra, it's all about I love. Drop in the comments. What do you love? And of course, the theme of this week in Love and Action Network, it's all about leading with love. And this week, as we've been moving through, we have been discussing compassionate leadership. What does it mean to lead your family, to lead your team, to lead your life with compassion? Important shit. So, here are the questions. How do I share and how do I show genuine concern for the well-being of those I lead? How do I show genuine concern for the well-being of those I lead? Thanks for the booty claps. In what ways do you practice empathy in your leadership roles? In what ways do you practice empathy in your leadership roles? How do you handle mistakes, both your own and others, with compassion? How do you handle mistakes, both your own and others, with compassion? What role does active listening play in your leadership? That's funny because people think if you were to come through my live streams on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio, if you were to listen to me, yap, 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 you're loved and lovable, you're loved and lovable, wholeness, you're loved and lovable, you're loved and lovable. People who meet me for a couple seconds on TikTok as they pass through, they think that all I do is yap. The truth is, I watch the comments and I listen to people more than I talk. It's the true signs of a great actor, and it's the true signs of a great healer. And for every word I say, I'm listening to 20 more. It unnerves some people. There are people who cannot hang around with me because they're like, Dr. Flo, I didn't say that. I didn't mean to come off that way. Well, I was listening to you. You may not have been listening to me. You may have been listening to respond or listening to impress, but I was listening to you and I heard what you said and now I'm responding. It's very alarming for people to be clocked by Dr. Flo because they think he's just talking and he's just being loved and lovable flow guy. But I'm really listening. Everything you type to me, I remember. Everything you've said, I remember because it's important for me to help you elevate your dreams. You don't want to be around a person who's not, oh, wait, most of you are around people who don't pay attention to you. He said the quiet part out loud. So many people on the planet are surrounded by people that do not pay attention to them that it's alarming when I actually look in the camera and I'm like, I see you, bitch. You're loved and lovable. I see you, bitch. You're loved and lovable. They're like, oh my God, why is he looking at me? You know, people walk around in their lives all day saying, no one's paying attention to me. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Why bother? Nobody cares. And then the moment you pay attention to them, they freak out on TikTok and beyond. Which one is it? Make up your mind, girl. You don't want anybody to follow you? Or you want everybody to pay attention? You're double-minded, so you're unstable. I have no problem with telling you. I love it when people pay attention to me. More people are going to pay attention to me. You know it and I know it. There's Nisi in the comments. We were talking about her earlier. How do you create space for others to feel heard and valued? How do you create, welcome Black Women Stitch. How do you create space for others to feel heard and valued? How do you create space for others to feel heard and valued? Do you open up the TikTok rooms? Do you show up on Clubhouse every day at 11 a.m.? We run an amazing 12-step program and recovery process for emotions. If you're out there and you cannot afford traditional talk therapy, if you're out there and you're in a community that does not seem to value you and want to connect, here's an invitation into Love in Action Network. We have 3 E's in our network. This wine is hitting me. We have 3 E's in our network. It's 2021, y'all. It's a red blend from 2021. It's so good, Tara. It's so good. Takes a sip. Every day is a boozy brunch. But if you're interested in having a community where we encourage, Charlie Justin can tell you, every time that energy comes in, what are your pronouns? Every time that person comes into the live, I'm cooking food, I'm meditating, I'm singing songs, I'm rejoicing in my life, I'm encouraging, equipping, and empowering people. I had to create rails in my life because I'm naturally, y'all, a very petty bitch. I'm naturally very petty. I'm very judgmental naturally because of my attention to detail. So I'm naturally judgmental and I'm naturally petty. So I had to create values in my company and in my inner circle and outer circle so that we wouldn't destroy each other in the ways that people do, and the ways that the world does, and the way that the culture wants us to. So many years ago, I came up with, well, I didn't come up with it. It's English. No one's inventing anything new, y'all. It's all regurgitated BS. But I decided that I wanted to live and run this network, Love in Action Network, which you are all invited into, by the 3 E's. The 3 E's are encouragement, equipment, and empowerment. I don't want us in each other's faces if we cannot encourage one another, give each other the equipment and the tools to make it happen, and empower each other to do the heavy lifts of our lives on our own and in community, both and. And if you ever see me not encouraging people or equipping them or empowering them, while also encouraging, equipping, and empowering myself, you're allowed to throw a flag on the play, like NFL, and say, Dr. Flo, I don't know about that, Dr. Flo. You're not really encouraging, equipping, and like my husband does it all the time. I'll come in and be like, this motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. He's just like, that's not encouraging. That's not equipping. That's not empowering. You may want to try again, right? That's how I create a space for people to feel heard and valued. And also by using the 3 E's of encouragement, equipment, and empowerment, you're going to hear me say this for the next 25 years. There are ways in which we do that. The values are encouragement, equipment, and empowerment. The vehicle is songs, smiles, support, and shenanigans. And TikTok alone provides so many shenanigans, okay? Life itself. We were just on the porch. We were just on the porch on TikTok in the last live watching shenanigans. Fucking shenanigans. Jump into Jehoshaphat. It's fucking shenanigans. So that's how I create a space in my life. Everyone's different. You have your own values. You have your own vehicles. Values and vehicles is how you cook a dream. As long as you got the right values, clock this, Tara. This is a master teaching right here. This is a master teaching right here. This is like what the woo-woo people call a download. As long as you got the right values, the right aligned values. I didn't even say, we're removing right and wrong from our vocabulary in the network little by little. As long as you got aligned values and aligned vehicles, you're going to cook every dream. There's nothing standing in your way. There's nothing standing in your way. If you've got the right values, I'm saying right again. If you've got aligned values and aligned vehicles, sometimes you'll meet people in life, you'll really want their help. They will even present like they're going to help you in an authentic way. Then when you peel back the curtain or pull back the layers, you're like, oh my God, they are not aligned in their values, and they will take the vehicles back. You can't go anywhere as it relates to your dream without aligned values and aligned vehicles. Different for everybody, but important to everyone. In what ways do you balance accountability with kindness? In what ways do you balance accountability with kindness? How do you show appreciation and gratitude to your team or community? I thank them a lot. And when I'm not thanking them, they're always asking me to say please. I'm a recovering New Yorker. I lived in New York for over a decade. I don't like saying please. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. And it has nothing to do with my please. But my team is like, Dr. Flo, say please. So I say please. But I don't think please has any bearings on honest, open, willing, and available. Either you're honest, open, willing, and available, or you're not. My please for the request is just something that you want to use to control me in my language. Tell me that you're controlling without telling me that you're controlling every time you ask me to say fucking please. I'm not saying please for for my comfort. I'm saying please for yours. Say please, Dr. Flo. Is that for me or is that for you? And are you going to do what I asked or not? Or am I going to have to move past you to ask somebody else? For sure. Hand me the water, please. I guess. I'm not really a please person. New Yorkers don't really say please. That's something that happens in other parts of the country. And you'd be surprised how many people are out here trying to hold people to the standard of please. He didn't say please. So I'm not going to do what he wants me to do. Just say that you didn't want to do it. Be a dick. Be a dick with your whole chest. But stop acting like please is part of it. But one thing I do say to the community is thank you. I say thank you a lot. I say thank you more than most. And I'm always asking, are you comfortable here? Do you like your existence in Love and Action Network? Should we find a new place for you? We have a referral system. If you don't, we should say this, Angie. Welcome back. Tara, Poppy. If you come into Love and Action Network or come into Dr. Flo's energy and you don't like it here, Angie and I will find you a place better than here to go. On August 13th, 2025, Angie became a web developer and designer. And I am launching the Love and Action Network. Dr. Poppy, tell these people on a live stream, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, that if they come into Love and Action Network and they spend 30, 60, 90 days with us, and they don't like the people here or our vibes, we will personally find a better place for them to go. Poppy Water gave energy like he don't care. All right, folks. He has many opinions. You can visit him. Angie's saying, "Be safe. Go with God." Like the nun said. Rest in power to Maggie Smith from Sister Act, who said, "Go with God, Crispy. Go with God, Crispy." That is so funny. Some people don't like that about me. I'm going to give them a list of better opportunities. That's the least I can do. I'm loved and lovable. I got time, talent, and treasure. This is live.
You don't owe them shit like that.
Poppy Water, Facebook, and YouTube says, I don't owe y'all shit like that. You don't owe them
shit like that. The same way you found me, you can find somebody to fuck else if it's that serious for you. If you are not that, and then that is telling on if you're invested in community or not. And if the answer is no, then you probably are not going to enjoy any fucking community you find because you're not actually fucking invested to go look for it and find it. Finding community can be like dating, bitch. So this might not be the one for you. But I ain't never dated a man or a woman and we didn't work out. And I said, here's a list of people you can try it with. Motherfucker, you know I'm not it. Go find it. That is up to you to find what you like. I don't know what the fuck you want. Clearly, I don't know what the fuck you want. You don't enjoy it here. I ain't looking for shit.
Let me finish this live. That is.
You can do it. I can.
So as you can see, because we're not a cult, people call Love and Action Network a cult. We have many different thoughts here. Poppy's thoughts and my thoughts.
I ain't looking for shit. I ain't looking for shit, girl.
Facebook, YouTube.
I ain't never been the type of
Angie,
girl. You don't like it here at the Marriott?
Angie.
Well, bitch, get on Google and find you a hotel. I'm not giving you a list of shit, bitch.
Thank you for viewing my service bio, Tara.
You found the Marriott. Go find another
Okay.
hotel.
Okay. We got it. Go to the green room.
Are you looking? You must not be looking. You don't want. You're sleeping outside tonight.
The question was, how do you show appreciation and gratitude to your team and community? I say thank you. I will give you a list. Poppy Water wants you to kick rocks with no socks. Next question. What strategies help you lead from a place of love instead of fear? What strategies help you lead from a place of love instead of fear? How do you rebuild trust after it has been broken? On our website, we have a Love and Action Network reconciliation process. There's not a single person who leaves the network on good terms or even on broken terms who can't walk the steps to come back into harmony. They will kick you out, as you can see. I will invite you back because I'm a softie. But there's a process for that. And that's how I rebuild trust. And it does not happen. You know, you're not going to harm me and then just walk back in the front door and saying, hey, Flo, like people do. You're going to step through the process, and the process includes things that make you happy about your return and things that make me happy about your return. It's a both and, not an either or. Last question. I did not expect our guests to to kick y'all to the curb. But if that tells you anything about who I am, just that's my husband. So, and he does call a lot of shots. So between him and Angie. Good luck to you motherfuckers. Good luck. Last question. How do you lead in a way, he's still going, Angie, he's still going. How do you lead in a way that strengthens unity and harmony? Oh man, the way that I lead in a way that strengthens unity and harmony is by seeing everyone that I encounter and everyone that's close to me in their wholeness. In fact, I didn't start the live today or the TikTok this way, but typically all of my meetings, whether they are group meetings or large meetings or small meetings, typically I lead every meeting that I have in my life with the word wholeness. I'm going to end it with the word wholeness today because what it does is it triggers the subconscious and conscious mind of like, yo, when I'm with flow, I need to be as close to my wholeness as I can be. And flow is going to be as close in his wholeness as he can be. The reason why there's emotional breakdown and relational breakdown is because people, the people on the Maury show, the people fighting on Zeus Network, they're not trying to lead from wholeness. They will tell you that like this is who I am and like I'm the boss bitch, da da da. But whole people who move from wholeness relate to their lives in a particular kind of way and ways. You'll know a whole person loved and lovable when you're around them. Today, Angie and I got to hang out as she launched her business online. And she paid me. And she paid me well. She's my friend and she's my fan. And she paid me well. You bitches better watch out. She's my friend and my fan. And she paid me more than some of the other people pay me. Clock it. She said, "You're so easy to hang out with, Flo." She said, "I don't show my face on camera or FaceTime anybody other than my girls' teachers and now you." Me? Me? In a world of talking heads. Who, me? What? Like Miss Piggy? What? What? Ah. In a world of talking people and yapping people and people trying to prove themselves and impress me and impress others, what a gift it is to just sit with a sister friend and fan and just chill as we build our businesses in wholeness. How sweet it is, as the great prophets say. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet. Do not serve me in 2021 if you don't want me to cry in the bar. I'm one of those white girls. I don't fight. I don't argue. I just beat that. Oh, wait. Wrong. Wrong track. Wrong track. Wrong track. Got a problem? Let me solve it. I just beat. Wrong track. Wrong track, Angie. Wrong track. Change the track. This is why they don't play nigga music on Carnival cruise lines no more. This is why they do not play black music on Carnival no more. One track will get you. That's a real story. Carnival Cruise Lines has banned all rap and hip hop music, which is a shame because we all deserve to hear our music played, but the real ones know why they did it. You got one nuck if you buck in the DJ booth, and crazy shit can happen. If you know, you know. Gotta make the rules. Music magic is real. Love and Action Network and Dr. Flo and the Love Experience is about to take music magic. And oh my God, Kathleen Mineo, I hope she's still alive. Kathleen Mineo was a HR partner in the healthcare system that I was an admin in, a senior admin in Wyoming. And when I started telling her in 2012, 2013 about my vision, I've always wanted to do what I'm doing now. I've always wanted to wake up in the morning and help people build their websites and build their dreams and interpret their dreams and champion their dreams. And I've always wanted to use song, smile, support, and shenanigans as a light for people and their dreams to help them up their steep climbs. She said, oh my God, the work that you're doing and the work that you want to do, it sounds like music therapy. You sound like a music healer. And Angela reminded me today that I'm a healer and that music and preaching and teaching to people is my true destiny. There were times in my life, y'all, and I got to end. There were times in my life that I would rather be addicted to substances than live my dream. There's going to be a shtick, as we call it in comedy. I'm a professionally trained actor. There is a shtick that whenever Dr. Flo starts to say something powerful and meaningful on the show, a giant train horn is going to come through the stage. It's going to be a lot. Like, I've lived by so many trains throughout my life over the last 3 decades, and y'all just heard that train on TikTok especially. It is so funny that whenever I'm trying to convey the deepest parts of my heart, it's just like, and that was the best thing I ever heard in my life. It happens on a Clubhouse too, and on TikTok. Someone will be like, it happened to Nisi the other day. Nisi was like, and then I heard something that changed my life forever. You heard it, right? No. Okay, enough of that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for holding space for love daily. As always, I'm Dr. Flo, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. But I know deep in my deepest understanding and inner standing and outer standing is that we are all loved and lovable. We've always been loved and lovable. We're always going to be loved and lovable for the rest of our lives, no matter what, no matter who. And even though my bright light and my bright star can be very intimidating to people, because there is an intimidation that comes along with being excellent in the world. We haven't taught that in a while, but being excellent, being successful, being joyful. Been talking about it all week. Millions of you would line up to see me walked into a cop car. Thousands of you would watch me get snatched out the car by ICE and the police. But me being in my black boy joy and starting a loved and lovable ministry and mission, 0 watchers on Facebook and YouTube and 3 on TikTok. I shall not be moved. I'm not going to puff it away. I'm not going to drink it away. I'm not going to ignore it. We're going to inherit our promise, Angie, Tara, Charlie, Justin, Poppy, whoever else. We have over 700 people watching us monthly on the podcast and television show. That's not a small number. That's not what you think it is. What we're finding in our network is that, and it happened last week, people are coming into the hallway of Love and Action Network. People are coming into the hallway of TikTok. They're sniffing around, Angie, Tara, Poppy. They're sniffing around to see if he's still cooking that loved and lovable pizza. I'm going to be cooking loved and lovable pizza for the next 25 plus years. Stay tuned. Poppy Water, my beloved, has made countless sacrifices for this mission and this ministry. Every day, somebody brings their time, their talent, and their treasures into this network for good, for love, for joy. And I've never been more grateful to you all and to get out of my own way. When is enough enough so that you can be enough? When is enough enough? This is all I got, Angie. This is all I got. Y'all can pick up your loved and lovable hankies at the merch table, sponsored by Awesome Angie Novelties and Gifts. I'm so proud of you. Angie, before I go, tell the people, how long have you been talking about building a website and fully launching your business into the world? How long? Honestly, I knew she was going to say something crazy. She said, you said 100 years. Outside of Dr. Flo's ridiculousness, how long has it been? Sincerely, you don't have to add to the numbers. Like, the truth is the truth. How long has it been since you came up with the idea, I'd like to have a website, I'd like to have a business card, I'd like to put myself out there? Since the beginning of the year. It's August. And today was the day. If we call it January 1, because you know everybody does those New Year's resolutions. If we call it January 1, it took her 7 months and 13 days to get it. But now that she has it, nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever going to bring her down. Ah! Stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable. I'll see y'all tomorrow. No, I won't. Praolo's back in the hot seat. Praolo is doing Throat Chakra Thursday. Pastor Praolo, Tara Praolo Studio on all platforms, is doing Third Eye Friday. She's also landing us on Saturday in I Know I Understand Crown Chakra. I've served my time. Tara and I begin every Sunday in the root chakra. Ah! We start every Sunday in the root chakra. I am together as a team. And then I did Sacral Chakra Monday, I feel, followed by Solar Plexus Tuesday, I do. Thank you, Poppy Water, for the 7-day pillar challenge and introducing us to the chakras. Then I did Wednesday today, Heart Chakra Wednesday, I love. Tara's going to take me the rest of the week, Thursday, into I Speak. Throat Chakra Thursday, I Speak. Third Eye Chakra Friday, I See. And then she's going to land you on Saturday. And I'll be around watching in the shadows like a love lurker. I can lurk too. Dr. Flo has alt accounts. I'm watching y'all all like Beyonce. I have burner accounts. I watch y'all too when you don't think I'm watching you. You little love lurkers, you. I see somebody just came in here on Facebook and YouTube. I see you lurking about my love. I'm lurking on you too, bitch. Anything you can do, I can do better. Tara will be back tomorrow through Saturday, and then I'll see y'all on Sunday with her. Stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable. Stay groovy. You're worthy. Don't believe the lies.